We open at Sharon's and she's on the phone with Faith, and then comes by. Sharon questions why Adam is there so late at her house. He startled her. Says that Adam should have called first. Then we see Nick bring Sally back to her hotel room. Nick asks her what can she do, and Sally responds nothing. She is acting pretty distant. She begs Nick to stop hovering and make her uncomfortable. Over at the coffee house, Chance and Summer talk. Summer tells him that she has a confession to make. She tells him that her marriage is ending, and it's because of the lies she told about Phyllis. Then we see Michael in a room at the athletic club awaiting the arrival of Lauren. He's about to surprise her with some romance. He hears a knock, think it's Lauren, tells the door is open and start doing some romantic charming actions, only to turn around and it's Phyllis, not Lauren. Michael hurriedly puts back on his clothes and is shocked that it's Phyllis. He questions what she's doing there, where she's been, and what have she done. Tells her she's supposed to be on the run, but she's rather stationary. Phyllis questions if Michael was ever worried about her. He says of course. She asks Michael to stall Lauren so that she can explain to him what's going on. Michael then calls out Phyllis for her selfish acts and what she has put everyone through. Phyllis apologizes and says she's truly sorry. She begs him to stay and listen and expresses that she really needs his help. We know Michael loves Red, so Michael complies. He hugs her and says it's good to see her. Sally apologizes to Nick if it feels like she is pushing him away. She, however, thanks him for being sweet and attentive to her. Nick reminds her that his invitation to move in is still open. Sally says that she's going to hold off on making any major life decisions for a bit. Sally thinks that it's a good time to kick Nick out because she's not really receptive to nice things at the moment. Nick cornily offers to be bad. Tells her to get loud, yell at him, and get rid of all of her bad feelings. Adam apologizes to Sharon for coming over so late. Claims he's there to check on Sharon. Adam asks her if she is okay being alone there. Sharon says she isn't alone because clearly she has friends stopping by her house late at night. She says Mara and Tessa are just a stone throw away and Nick practically moves in. Adam tries to help her through the process the whole situation of killing someone, says he know what it's like, but Sharon shuts him down. Says she did what's necessary to keep her daughter safe and she will do it again. Back at the athletic club, we see Michael looks out his room door to check if anyone's coming. Michael calls out Phyllis for what she did for faking her death and putting it on Diane and says that Phyllis is officially no better than Diane now. Phyllis tells her to take it back. Michael says he will not. Explains to Phyllis how much they were devastated by the thought of her dying. Phyllis smiles and says, at least I know how people think about me. Phyllis expressed that she killed Jeremy because he was about to kill her. She explained that she had to fight for her life and try to survive. Phyllis also expressed that she doesn't feel bad about killing Jeremy. Phyllis no longer wants to talk about the small things. She wants to talk about how Michael is going to help her before Lauren comes. Michael doesn't know how Phyllis thinks he can help her. She says, you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. I committed crimes, so figure it out. Michael says he can offer a shoulder to cry on and an airline ticket to a country without extradition. Phyllis says she doesn't want to run anymore. Phyllis then questions if she lost Michael as a friend to Diane and asks if he's honestly going to choose Diane over her. Summer continued to confess to Chance that she lied to her husband and she knew that her mother was alive. She believes that she is dead to Kyle. Summer said that she should have come forward and said that Diane was innocent. She confessed to Chance that she was the one that Phyllis reached out to and not Danielle. Chance asks why, and she says Phyllis knew that Summer would help her. because she is just as deceitful as her mother. She asks Chance why is he not surprised. Chance says he now realized how far Summer is going to protect her mother. Sharon asks Adam if it's too soon to talk about the baby. She tells Adam it's not good to bury the feelings. Adam calls her out for doing likewise. She thinks that Adam is avoiding the grief. She believes that Adam and Sally needs to come together and talk about what they lost. Adam expressed that he can't, tells Adam that he needs to find a way to forgive himself. Nick also tells Sally that she needs to get out the feelings. Sally tells Nick if she starts screaming, she's not gonna stop, and she doesn't know how she's gonna get over it. Sally yells and screams that everyone that she's ever loved has left her, and she finally wasn't going to be alone anymore. And then the baby died. She doesn't know how you just get over losing someone like that. She says Ava was her everything, and now she has to spend the rest of her life without her. She screams that the doctors lied and said that they were going to be okay, and she doesn't know how she's ever going to forgive Adam for making the decision to let the baby die and let her live with the pain. She gets angry that she shouldn't have been so stressed out, then maybe the baby would have survived. Then she yells that she was stressed because of Nick. Bingo. About time you hold Nick accountable, Sally. Should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why you were stressing over Nick. And you need to hold yourself accountable too. She yells, where the hell were you, Nick, keeping me in the dark? She thought she thought that he was the one person she could count on, but yet Nick left her to be with his family. What about her? She cries, where were you when I needed you? Nick hugs her to calm her down. Adam tells Sharon that everything between him and Shelly is over. She hates him. Adam says as far as he's concerned, he's the loser and the blame game to Sally. Sharon questions what led Adam to make this decision to save who. Adam expressed that he wanted both, but he had to make a decision. Adam says goodnight and leave. He didn't want to talk about it anymore. Nick apologizes and says that he's sorry to Sally. Sally says she knows that he's sorry. But I'm like, Sally, you're ready to forgive Nick, but not Adam. He abandoned you. Adam didn't. Chance reveals to Summer that Christine wants to bring charges against Summer the same time they indict Phyllis. Summer smiles and says, of course. Summer asks if they know where her mom is, and Chance says no, and even if they did, she'd be the last to know. Chance says they have no choice but to prosecute Phyllis to the full extent of the law. Michael claims that he tried not to be Diane's lawyer. Phyllis begs Michael to take her case. Michael reveals that he already told Summer that he will defend her. Phyllis is happy. Michael tells her how much Summer is like Phyllis. Michael warns Phyllis how many laws Summer has broken because of her. Phyllis thinks Summer will be fine. He reveals to Phyllis that Summer is trying to get the EMT to lie for Phyllis. Phyllis tells Michael it's true, he did witness it. But did he? Michael tells Phyllis to trust him and let him come up with the plans. Michael does believe that the EMT can strengthen Phyllis's case. Unfortunately, he's not able to locate him. Phyllis believes Victor doesn't want to help her, so they need to keep Victor out of it and find the EMT on their own. Michael, however, tells Phyllis that she has to turn herself in. We see Nick is at the athletic club bar drinking alone, and he gets a phone call from Sharon. Sharon tells Nick to take her off the list of people he has to worry about. Nick says once you're on the list, it's forever. And Sharon questions who's looking after him. Nick questions if this is Sharon trying to get company. Sharon thinks the leave of absence isn't a bad idea for Nick. After they hang up, we see Adam comes into the athletic club. As the brothers stare at each other, you can see a little bit of hatred but respect. Adam says he hopes the drinking and talking as brothers does not become a thing. He asks Nick how Sally's doing, and he's like, what do you think, man? Says that she's spiking. Tells Adam it's not a good time for him to go and try to make amends. Adam reminds Nick that he lives upstairs too. Nick claims that he's just trying to figure out where Adam's head is at and why did he keep showing up to the hospital. Like, Nick, where the fuck were you? He said he specifically asked Adam to stay away from the hospital, and he's calling out Adam for going by Sharon's. I'm like, Nick, what? You wants to be the saver for everybody? Adam questions what is wrong with going by to see Sharon. Nick claims that Adam went there to see if Sharon could fix his life. And Adam does call him out for continuously trying to be everyone's hero, yet he was absent when they needed him. Adam tells Nick that he only loves Sally up to when Sharon doesn't need him. Yes, call him out, Adam. Says Nick got to be the hero and he's the one who is now taking all the blame for everything. We see Sally's up in her bed tormented. She feels the bed and realizes Nick isn't there. She opens the box that the hospital gave her with the baby stuff and she cries for her loss. Michael tells Phyllis that she cannot keep running like this. She breaks down and says she doesn't like being on the run. He tells her to turn herself in because she'll be close to people who love her. Phyllis cries and begs him to get him out of the mess. Nick cries and says nobody asked him what happened that night and says that he was glad Adam was there to do whatever he could. Adam asks Nick how does it feel to be always labeled the hero and he is always been viewed as the lunatic. Calls out Nick for taking a victory lap and always swooping to do what Adam could. Nick tells Adam that he told Sally to forgive Adam, but it's up to Sally. Claims that because the baby is no longer there, there's nothing left between Adam and Sally. Says if he cares about her, he respect that and stay away from her. Adam gets up and leave. Nick is such a weak character, and as Adam said that he doesn't know how to make tough decisions that count, like Adam has always done. Chance asks if because he has said things that Summer doesn't want to hear, she doesn't want to be friends with him anymore. Summer says no. Yeah, Summer says their whole friendship is dead. Chance tells Summer that she cannot move on until her mother gets back, so he wants to find her for that reason. Summer promises to help him this time to find Phyllis. Says that's what friends do. Phyllis tells Michael that she cannot turn herself in yet, not to hate her. Says she weigh her options and contact Michael. Michael tells her the clock is ticking. She tells Michael to work his magic and she will come back. Thanks for watching. Bye.